So are you a big fan of Bigfoot or something?
Well, I'm a big fan of the idea of Bigfoot. How's that?
If you answer my question.
Okay. Good. Wait, and Cullen are here, yeah? And Spencer's logging in, I'm sure. And is Matthew in this class? No, that's the other one, right? Douglas and Isaac. Okay. So I sent all of you an email, but it may not apply to all of you. But if you'll check your email, because a couple of you I need to get logged into the textbook. I don't think a couple of us haven't done it yet. And I don't see.
I think I was the only one who made it.
Did you get in?
I think so.
Because let me look and see.
I also got an email from you. It said it was sent on Friday, but it got me on Sunday.
Okay.
I did the thing on DHL.
Okay. Let me look and see who I've got in the class there. Because one second, I'm talking to Spencer here. Okay, what I've got here, I think I'm missing some people aren't in this group. Alex Castaneda, Wade is signed in, Cullen signed in, Seth, Abby, Matthew, Isaac, and that leaves Spencer, who's not here, but in the online. And who else does that leave? Did I say wait? I did, didn't I? I got Alex, Wade, Cullen, Seth, Abby, Matthew, Isaac. Who did I not call? Everyone here is good? Everyone here, I called their name? Okay, so I didn't call yours. Okay. Then tell me your email address real quick. Okay, I'm going to add you right now. Okay, so will you log into vhlcentral.com? Do you have a login for that? Okay, and it might show you different textbooks or something.
It just shows Mosaic level 1.
Okay, so click on that textbook. And it should open up into a dashboard kind of. Okay, great. All right, and everyone else is there. Let me see. Okay, good. Good deal. $245. Okay. Good deal. All right. Since everyone here in the classroom and Spencer is doing it right now, there's an assignment on here. So if you'll pull up that page, like the I call it the dashboard page. Will you get the lights real quick for me so I can show? I know my page looks different than yours, but something like this will be across the top, this part right here. Course or content, calendar, grades. You see something like that? Anyone? Okay. Now you may have gotten a message that said there's an assignment that's been given. Any of you see that? Or you can go to calendar, and I think it should say assignment calendar maybe. It might look like this. Does yours look like this at all? Okay, calendar, assignment calendar. And you'll have a homework assignment here. Okay. Yeah, it's the same one, but these other two and Spencer. Let me see. I think he's getting it. Spencer, let me know if you're seeing that also, okay? If you, let me share with you what I'm showing them. Something like this, but it comes from calendar, and then I think it should be assignment calendar, or there may just be an announcement here that you have an assignment that I've given to you. All right. And for you guys, since we just got you logged in and all that, the two people that come only A and B day, it may say that you turned it in late. Don't worry about that. I'll override that, okay? If you turned it in tomorrow, okay? But it's due by 3 o'clock, let's say tomorrow, okay? I think it says 3 o'clock today. But and I didn't realize I didn't have you guys all logged in yet. So let me see if I've got, okay, then we got everybody. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, good. Thank you. Answer, got that. All right. If you'll look up here on the board, I'm going to show you a let me find it here. Yeah. So I posted these things on my cache. I think I put it under topics, but I think I also put it in the assignments area, although it's not an assignment. And for the two of you, you guys weren't here yesterday, so I'm going to go over this with you just real quick. So I told the class yesterday that for German, the pronunciation rules are very straightforward and consistent. There's very, very few exceptions in the sounds of certain letters make. And there's really virtually zero exceptions when it comes to like groups of letters together, okay? So two vowels together, a group of consonants together, make pretty much the same sound every time. So for the people that were here today also, let's go through to the vowels first. If you guys can all say these, ah. Please say ah. That's the only sound A makes, ah. Ready? A, right here, A, E, O, oo. Ah, A, E, O, oo. So I try to explain how that sound is, like the A in father, a sound like the A in cake. That's what the E sound makes, as an A sound. I makes a long E sound. O makes an O sound, like we're used to. And U makes more of a double O, like ooh, right? Like that. Like in boo or something like, okay? Then there are, you already noticed this, I'm sure there are 3 what are called mutations of, let me make this a little bit. Okay, mutations of that vowel, and those would be words like, or letters like this. A with the 2 dots over O, 2 dots U. These 2 dots are called an umlaut. Umlaut. And they change the sound of that vowel. And they're actually considered a separate letter. Even on a German keyboard, there would actually be another 3 extra keys for these 3 letters. And so ah normally makes a sound, but now it becomes, as an umlaut A, it sounds like eh. So everyone say eh, like in das Mädchen. Mädchen, right? O now makes an sound. I say OER, but it's like the first O in kernel, that kind of O, And umlaut U makes a U sound, like EW. That's the closest I can get to it. U, say U. Say A, E, O, U, Ü. Now there are vowel combinations, like AU in German makes a, and by the way, I have it like this at the top, English, German. So I try to tell you what sound. So AU makes an ow sound, ow. AI, a long I sound, I. EU, hold on, EU makes a oi sound, like on our vocab word noi. EI, this is a very common combination, EI or IE. EI makes a long I sound, just I. IE makes a long E sound, E. And one I didn't give you yesterday, but umlaut AU together makes an oi sound, the same as EU. Umlaut AU, that's fairly common actually, makes an oi sound. Okay, question? Yeah. Most of the consonants are the same as what we're used to. B makes a B sound, D makes a D sound, F makes a V sound. I'll give you an example just in a, well, actually we'll look at it. G makes a G sound. H is not silent. There really are no silent letters in German or silent syllables in German. H is a very soft sound on its own, but it usually occurs together with other consonants making a certain sound. So we'll see that come up, but H is not that common of a letter on its own. J makes a Y sound, like in the word for yes, ya, J-A. K makes a K sound, L makes an L sound, M, M, N, N, P, P. Q is like English, it's always followed by the letter U. And I'm going to explain this in class, or I'm explaining to you guys here. It makes a sound more similar to, well, we make a kwa sound, right? Like a KW sound. They make a KV sound, which may be harder to do. So kva, kva, KV together, as if you could, that would not be a natural sound in English to make. And even QU doesn't come up that often in German either, but it does happen. And whenever you see Q, it's going to be followed by U. So kva would be, but think about it, the sound, the Q's, the K sound comes from further back in your mouth, like it comes off the roof of your mouth. You just feel the sound in your mouth. Just make the K sound, K, K. And if your tongue kind of bends up a little bit and makes that sound, these are things you don't even think about anymore. The V sound is up on the front of your lips though, right? You put your top teeth on your bottom lip, V, V. Make the V sound, V. Do it, V. Now, kava, kava. An example I used in class yesterday was word quelle, 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 which means a source, like a source of water or a source, could be even a source in a research paper, a source you use to document something. Okay, R also makes a deeper sound. It's maybe one of the harder sounds to make in German. But so I'm not going to hold anybody overly accountable for this while you're taking German in high school. But R makes a sound a little bit deeper in the throat. So someone gave me a good word yesterday. What was it? What was the word? Something from our vocab. Oh, romantisch, romantisch. And the R sound is like right down in here somewhere on your throat. It's not an ugly sound at all. It's not like a spitting type sound. It's romantisch. Now in Spanish, I know they trill their R's more in the front of their mouth, like this. And if you want to do that, that's okay. If you want to make a regular R sound, you know how to make, go ahead. But you'll hear me saying the R sound, R, and it comes from further down here. It takes a lot of practice. Yes, sir. Where or what? To the left, and then to the left again. When you get to the stairs, turn left. Keep going left, actually. Left, left, left. Okay, S makes an S sound. T makes a T sound. V makes a F sound. And W makes a V sound. So as I told the class yesterday, VW, let's think of a word like that. we have this word here. Maybe you know it. What is this word? Right. And there's the V. And we know V makes an F sound. And there's the W. All right. So, Volkswagen. If you just follow the rules that we know already, we've covered all these letters already, the ones that go in this word. So, FV like F, Volkswagen. I put it in front of the W, that's fine. Volkswagen. Good, I'm going to put that in parenthesis, like that. So you know the W makes a V sound. X makes an X sound. Y is a rare letter in English and German. So if you ever see it, it's probably going to follow whatever English or whatever word you recognize it as. It may make a Y sound, but you're only going to see it in foreign words that have come into German. And then the last one, Z, makes a little bit harder sound. I say it always kind of like the top down. It's like tsa, tsa. Right. So this word here. This word means room. Zinmer, room. But in German it's pronounced Zimmer. Zimmer. So I always feel like there's like a T sound in front of the Z sound. Zimmer. And if you do that, you'll get the right kind of attack on it. Zimmer. Now, a couple of combinations, and I need to add something to this. SCH makes an SH sound. CH, like Cashahol, CH, best described in the pronoun I, which we're learning just now. It's not an ugly sound, but it does have a little bit of raspy sound to it, though. Ich. And you can kind of get it by closing your tongue a little bit. Just don't think about it too much. Just kind of hear it and make it best you can. Ich. You don't want to say ich, like it's I-C-K, because that's might be a different word. But ich, it's got a little bit of I'm going to take my mask off for a little bit. Because I don't want you to hear it. Ich. Right. Not ich, but ich. So it has a little bit of a tail to it, okay? Ich. The letter I forgot to add, or the sound I forgot to add to this list yesterday, was this sound. I'm going to add it right here. Add special characters. Make it like that. And it looks like this letter. This letter is called, oops. See what it did when I did that? It made a double S when I went forward. See if I can keep it. How can I do that now? Okay. It's going to be tricky now. Okay, I'll do that. The reason it's doing that is because there is no capital form of this letter. It's a German letter that only exists in German. The capital form is to use two capital S's. And that's important because the sound that letter makes is just an S sound. So let me try to, I'll put it here. I'll do what you said. Let me see. Oop. Wow. Can I go backwards with it like that? And then what do I do? Backspace?
Well, all I'm saying is it makes it a double S again. If you want that, you can just like press the backwards arrow. You don't have to go back to the
but I want to tell you what the sound is, though. It won't let me go forward. And I do that, it does that. Oh, maybe now. Okay, here we go. Thank you. There we go. This letter, please say, is called Eset. Please say it, Eset. And this is an Eset, and we didn't talk about this one yesterday. And an Eset is this sound right there, double S. That's all it is. Literally, it's an S set on top of another S. But it's kind of, evolved over time into this looking, kind of B-looking like letter. When you handwrite it, there's kind of a tail on the bottom of it. So it drops below. This is your line on the paper. It actually has kind of like a G or a J or something else would have. Not exactly, but I mean, it drops below the line. So it does look like kind of a leaning capital B, but like a lot of times what's in print and what's handwriting are two different things, right? You know, like the letter G in print is like this or something, you know? I don't know. It's weird how that's different sometimes. Anyway, that's the S set, equals double S sound. That's why it kept trying to redo it for me in capital letters, and that is the capital form of S set. There's a word, here's a word, Strasse. Strasse, which is street. And when you spell it with, regular form, S-T-R-A-S-S-E, it's spelled with an S set. But when it's capitalized, like on a sign, like let's say it was Schmidt Street, okay? That would be, it's all capitalized. You can read it really good on the sign. And when they spell it out capitalized, that's why the computer kept correcting me, this S set becomes a double S. Schmidtstrasse. There's got to be one somewhere here, I'm sure. Schmidtstrasse. Okay, good. I think that's it. If I think of any other things, I'll add it to that. But here's the thing, and I told the class this yesterday. If you can, excuse me, if you can memorize these rules, and there's really not that many exceptions. I mean, English is so similar in so many ways. But if you can memorize the ones that are different and figure out these combinations, ow, I, e, oi, then you could speak German like a native. You could read it and speak it like a native. I don't mean you'd be able to carry on conversations, but you could read something to a group of native speakers and they would understand everything you said and probably assume that you're fluent because you've managed to master the pronunciation. You might have any idea what you just read. No idea at all. But if you could pronounce that's how consistent the rules are. That's how consistent the pronunciation rules are. So I put that on there. And I also put something that you didn't see yesterday, unless you looked it up. And, okay. Look right here. So this is, oops, with the, let me make this a little bit, okay, can you see this here on the board? All right. Now, if we follow the pronunciation rules, we should be able to say these words. So I look at the first, I say Ina, Mina, Mink, Monk, Pink, Ponk, Oza, Posa, Akad, Iyer, Vire, Veg. W makes a V sound, E makes an A sound, G same as German or English, Veg. Ina, Mina, Mink, Monk, Pink, Punk, Oza, Posa, Akad, Iyer, Vire, Veg. Wow. Now, Ena, Mena. Now, E makes this A sound now. Ena, Mena, Ming. What's this word here going to be? Mung, right? Ting, tung, pling, plung. Now, not use, but usa, vusa, vup, dich, eier, via, veg. Here's another one. This is pronunciation things. Ri, ra, ru. There's that R sound. Ri, ra, ru. Good. R-I, R-A. So it's work with the R and the vowels I-A-U. Aus, bist, du. And there's the A-U sound. Au, aus, bist, du. Now we're going to use A-U again. Ri, ra, raus. Du bist aus. Good. Ri, ra, ru, aus bist du. Ri, ra, raus, du bist raus. By the way, these are nonsense. That a couple sentences mean something, but then it doesn't make a sense. So there's not anything that you're not getting or you're not misunderstanding. Here's some here. This is a real fast one. Ich, sick, zack, ab. Ich, This is not the word for I, but ik, sik, sak, ab. So we have the ik, sik, sak, I sound, a sound, a sound. Now these are numbers in the beginning, but here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Notice that it changes. We have EI, 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 and what happens here? So as an I sound, an I sound, an I sound, an E sound. And V makes an F sound. So it sounds more like fear, like I'm afraid. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6. Is that going to be sieben or sieben? Sieben. Wo ist denn mein Schatz geblieben? Ist nicht hier, ist nicht da, ist wohl in Amerika. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Where is my treasure hidden? That makes sense in English. It's not here, it's not there. Where is it? It's probably, okay, there you go. Ist wohl in Amerika. Here's one more. This is kind of nonsense. Ena mena miste. Es rappelt in der Kiste. Ena mena Maus. Und du bist raus. Good, that's kind of close to this one here. Ri ra ru, aus bist du. Ri ra raus, du bist raus. Ena mena miste. Es rappelt in der Kiste. Ena mena Maus. Und du bist raus. Good. No. Well, actually, I've heard this one before here. Wo ist mein Schatz geblieben, all that. But the rest of them, though, are just made up, really, for pronunciation and diction and phonetics practice. So I'll come back to them again. I posted these on under topics, and I think also I posted it in the assignment section, but it's not an assignment. It's just something for you to hold on to and practice. Let's look then at the vocabul for you guys to be Friday. Are you guys going to do Friday too? Yeah. Is that what we did last time? You guys are the rest of your Friday. Okay. Let's start here. They are. How do we say that in German? Right, small s too. Sie. This S is small. Sie sind. Sehr gut. You are. This is the informal. You are. Du bist. Old. Alt. Du bist alt, Herr Weaver. Could be. The formal way to say you are. This is a different way. But it's similar to what we just said a minute ago. The first word. Sie with a capital S, sind. Earlier, with a small s, it meant they are. Now, with a big S, it means you are formal. Loud. Laut. Sie sind laut. You are loud. They are loud. Big, tall. Groß. Du bist groß. Ist groß. Ja, ist sehr groß. Conservative. Konservativ. Interesting. Interessant, romantic. Here's this word I use the example of the R. Romantisch. Romantisch. New. Neu. There's the EU sound. Makes an oi sound. Plural. This is a word we don't have in English, or a form we don't really have in English. You are, plural. Danke, ihr seid. And there's that EI there that makes the I sound. Ihr seid. Musical. Musikalisch. Liberal. Right, just apply German pronunciation to it. Liberal. Liberal. He is, what about he is? Good. She is. Sie ist. It is. Ist. Sie ist. Es ist. Good. Pretty. Or it could be nice, like, oh, it's nice. Schön. So there's an SCH sound, making the sh sound. Umlaut O makes an sound. N makes an N sound. Schön. Schön. All the rules are there. This is English, intelligent. Yeah. And then in German, G only makes one sound. G. A hard G sound. You see that? That's hard. That's difficult. Think about this. G can make all kinds of sounds, and well, not all kinds, but it could be a J sound, like a J almost. Not quite, but close to it. And then there's a hard G sound also. So it's not just the vowels that change, but the consonants singularly change too. But in German, it's easy. Intelligent. To be. What's the verb to be? It's the one we're learning here. It's the infinitive of this verb to be. Sein. Sein. This is the verb to be. I am. Ich bin. Ich bin. Okay. Before I forget, Douglas and Isaac. You guys want to come here real quick and get these from me? These are your quizzes from, from the other day. Okay. Good. The Vokabel quiz done, das ist am Freitag. Am Freitag. Good. Okay. Now, if you need to, now that you're logged into the book, or now to the website, you can go to content here, and you can go down to the text. Don't go to ebook. I don't know, but we don't subscribe to that one. But the v text is what you really want. You may have to do this every time. Update. Okay. Unblock. Yeah, I want to unblock it. I feel like I've already done this. Okay. And do it again. Allow. It's just okay. There we go. And what you pull up then is the textbook right there. And let's look on 27. Nein, nicht so weit. 15. Somewhere in here. Now I'm putting it up there, but you guys can do just as well. Probably better. It's probably a little bit blurry here. But you can, there's some good hints here about when you can make kind of an educated guess about the gender of a word. So this is important here on page 10. Then over here on page 11, this is what I want to talk about today. And this will be new for everybody. So these words, der, die, and das, all mean, can you turn the light on for me, please? Turn my camera over here too. What do they mean, der, die, das?
It's like the masculine and
Yeah, that's right. And they do that as well. But then what is the meaning of those? The, right. Those are called definite articles. In English too. Der, die, das, masculine. Okay. But then there are also, in English and in German, there are indefinite articles too. And those words probably mean what? If these words mean the, what do the indefinite articles mean? In English, if it's the is definite, what's indefinite? Good, I like teaching you something. It means a or an. All right, definite and indefinite. If I say, hey, give me the pencil, that means that's a definite pencil I'm talking about, right? If I say, give me a pencil, do I care which one? That's indefinite. Yeah? Give me a pencil. Just hand me one out of your book bag. Give me the pencil. Apparently we've got some kind of deal, or you got my pencil or something, but the is definite, and the indefinite articles mean a, or in English be an also. Now, I want to show you how they correspond. Masculine, it's pretty simple. Ein, feminine, eine, and neuter, you're going to like this. Ein. Ein, eine, ein. That's it. So der corresponds to ein, die to eine. If it helps any, there's an E on the end. And das is also ein. That's it. I'm going to do the word for a. Do you know how important the word a is? How often do you use the word a or an? A lot. So we covered a lot of territory. We should probably just stop today. Right? Mom, we talked about a and an. I mean, that's a lot. We can justify this, right? And the also. If you don't use the, you're probably using a. Yeah. You need to go. Go ahead. You're good. You're good. So I put those on the board. I hope you can see those, Spencer. I don't know. Pretty far away. I need an extension on my camera. Is there like a USB cord extender? Like you plug in and you.
Yeah, I'm sure you can get one.
Like it plugs into both sides and.
So like you mean make the cord longer?
Yeah, like.
Oh yeah. I bet they exist.
I'm sure they do. That'd be pretty common, right? A pretty common problem, I mean, that goes right there.
Yeah. Oh, so what you could get? Oh, but you have to plug it into that. I mean, you
I
could
can do
get
that.
one of the regular ones like this, something like that, and then you would get like for an adapter, and then you could plug.
Yeah,
that
that's the
in.
adapter is what I need.
Yeah.
That has like a
So you could just
ends. They
plug
both plug into the
Yeah, you
ends.
could plug the adapter into an extension.
So I'm not talking crazy talk, right? This thing might really exist.
Yeah, I guess.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll have to look into that. Maybe a wireless camera that can like attach to my head or something.
GoPro.
Yes. Maybe the school will buy me a GoPro. Yeah. Your tuition may go up a little bit, but I'll need a GoPro. Strap on my head. Have a wireless Bluetooth thing going on here. I like it. Yeah, like a real studio in here.
Can you just plug the camera in the wall?
No, it's got to be hooked up to the computer. Yeah, so it's powered through the computer. But it has to be plugged in for the software for this all to work together with this program that I'm using. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, maybe I should move my computer down here. All right. Well, Spencer, we're all working on this so you can read stuff. That's what we're doing. Or I could write bigger, I guess, too, or in darker colors. That might help too, actually. Der, die, das, ein, eine, ein. Okay. I feel like we've covered a lot of ground today. Be and a and the verb to be, right? So,
I thought my computer came back.
oh yeah, I'll do that. Hold on.
I just did it.
Oh, you did it on your own?
So I keyboard something, so I can type it.
Okay, good.
But I don't have Wi-Fi. I have to serve it.
But you know how to do it now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, wait, I actually don't know how to do it.
What can I say? What's an adjective I can put here in these blanks we learned from our vocab list? Ich bin musikalisch. And you are what? Du bist groß. And ist, what is he? Ist interessant. Are you the only one answering? You're the only one answering today. Interessant. And es ist, let me hear from Isaac. Es ist.
Es ist. Can I look at the vocab list?
Of course, just. Es ist. You have quite a few.
Es ist laut.
Laut, okay. Es ist laut. Sehr gut. Ich bin musikalisch, du bist groß, ist interessant. Isaac, ist Douglas interessant?
Sure.
Say ja.
Yeah.
Douglas ist.
Douglas ist. Okay.
Gut. Und Douglas, ist Isaac laut?
Isaac is loud.
Isaac ist laut. Gut. Isaac ist laut. Das ist richtig. Und Cullen, ist Tulsa schön?
What's that? It's,
Schön. What does schön mean?
pretty nice.
Pretty, nice, okay. Yeah, pretty or nice, beautiful, something like that. Good. Und Douglas, bist du intelligent?
No.
Top one there.
Ich bin intelligent.
Intelligent, good. Und Isaac, ist Cullen neu here? Is Cullen neu here? Yeah? Is Cullen neu here?
Ja, Colin, neu.
Ist neu
Colin ist neu.
here. What's here? What's here?
Here,
Sounds like English. Here.
Oh,
What's neu here?
new.
Is he new?
New.
New
New year.
here. Is he new here? Ah, Cullen ist neu here. Cullen ist nicht so neu here. Ich weiß nicht. Okay. Und last one, I'm going to ask Cullen about Spencer. Ist Spencer here? Is Spencer here?
Nine.
9.
Air is.
Say it. Say it.
Nicht here.
Er ist nicht hier. Good. Er ist nicht hier. I'm writing it back to him. Er ist da. What's da?
No.
What's da? Da, last vocab, da or dort? It's opposite of here. Here,
There.
he's there. We might even say, er ist zu Hause. What do you think that means? Er ist zu Hause. What does that mean? Zu Hause. Where he is right now.
He's at his house.
He's at home, yeah? Can you see that okay? Yeah. Er ist zu Hause. Yeah. I thought there was some way to this is a whole different program though, but I'll figure it out. Okay, so the two of you, there's that homework assignment, all right? You'll do it tomorrow. It's not too difficult, all right? It's easy, and you actually turn it in online. So one of you has done this before though. The V8 Central, okay. It just turns in and I grade it. And don't worry about the grade it shows you on V8 Central because I still have to look at it first. And then sometimes I correct things that they overgrade, is what I say. They make you do it exactly, like if you space words out like with extra space, like 2 spaces, it's like it throws off the whole thing. It's just,
You don't put a comma.
yeah, don't write comma or you don't capitalize every word. It's just, I'm not as concerned about that right now. But if you'll all look at it, I'll grade it, and then only worry about the grade that shows up on my Kasha. Don't worry about what shows up on VHL Central. It may be the same, but there's a chance it'll be different. Okay, Spencer, hopefully, if you can, work on that homework assignment. Do it 3 today, and I think you got it yesterday, if I remember right. So I'll check and see if you've done it already. But no, I think we just got you signed into everything. So for you, it'll be due tomorrow at 3 at the latest if you just got signed in. Okay, tschüss, Spencer. Say tschüss. Tschüss. There they are. Look at our little small class now that, yeah, okay. Now that, who left? Wait, left. Boy, I can't do this camera thing. It's all backwards.